Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we go through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. We are currently in the book of Joshua, chapter 17, and we're looking at Manasseh's land. Okay? Now, as for the lot that fell to the tribe of Manasseh as the firstborn of Joseph, since his eldest son, Machir, the father of Gilead, was a warrior who had already obtained Gilead and Bashan. The allotment The allotment was now made to the other descendants of Manasseh, the clans of Abiezer, Helek, Asriel, Shechem, Hephar, Shemida. The other male children of Manasseh, son of Joseph. So remember, it's in Gilead and Bashan where we had Sihon, the king of the Amorites, and Og, the king of Bashan, before they crossed over to the Jordan. The first war that Moses led them, or rather the last war that Moses helped them conquer through the graces of God. Now, though that tribe of Manasseh that didn't cross over, they already have their land. Now we're discussing about the other sons of Manasseh that still have the other half of the tribe, still were not allotted some land. So they are finally now getting their land. Furthermore, Zelophehad, son of Hephar, son of Gilead, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, had no sons, but only daughters, whose names were Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, Tirzah. Do you remember these daughters who inquired of the Lord? Like, let's pursue the heart of God. He knows why He created our father with only daughters. Surely He has an inheritance for us. So that's what they're bringing back. These presented themselves to Eleazar the priest. You remember Eleazar there were only two sons of Aaron that were left. Nadab and Abihu passed away, died for profaning the Lord, but Eleazar and Ithamar remained to carry out the priestly duties. Let's continue. So in verse 4, these girls, these daughters, these presented themselves to Eleazar the priest, to Joshua the son of Nun, and to the princes, saying, "The Lord commanded Moses to give us a heritage among our kinsmen." So in obedience to the command, the Lord, a heritage was given to each of them among their father's kinsmen. Thus 10 shares fell to Manasseh apart from the land of Gilead and Bashan beyond the Jordan, since these female descendants of Manasseh received each a portion among his sons. The land of Gilead fell to the rest of the Manasseites. Manasseh bordered on Asher from Mikmetath near Shechem. Another boundary ran southward to include the natives of En Tappuah, because the district of Tappuah belonged to Manasseh, although Tappuah itself was an Ephraimite city on the border of Manasseh. This same boundary continued down to the Wadi Kana, the cities that belonged to the Ephraim. Among the cities of the Manasseh were those on the south of the Wadi. Thus, the territory of Manasseh ran north of the Wadi and ended at the sea. The land of the south belonged to Ephraim, and that on the north to Manasseh. With the sea and their common boundaries, they reached Asher on the north and Issachar on the east. Moreover, in Issachar, and in Asher, Manasseh was awarded Beth Shean and its towns, Ibleam and its towns, Dor and its towns, and the natives there, Endor and its towns and its native, Tanak and its towns and its native, Megiddo and its towns and its natives. The third is the Naphath Dor. Since the Manassites could not conquer these cities, the Canaanites persisted in these regions. When the Israelites grew stronger, they impressed the Canaanites as laborers, but they did not drive them out. So they brought them down into slavery, but they were unable to drive them out. Now, something interesting happened. There's a little bit of a protest happening in the tribe of Joseph. The descendants of Joseph, said to Joshua, "Why have you given us only one lot and one share as our heritage? Our people are too many because of the extent to which the Lord has blessed us. Joshua answered them, If you are too many, go up to the forest and clear out a place for yourselves there in the land of the Perizzites and the Rephaim. Remember, Rephaim, we said the Rephaim are, were considered giant-like, yeah, um, similar to the Anakim. So it's basically another name for Anakim. These are they're considered giant warriors. Um, and the Israelites previously feared them, but after walking into war with God, um, they were able to conquer them. But here it goes. Verse 15 Joshua answered them, If you are too many, go up to the forest and clear out a place for yourselves there in the land of the Perizzites and the Rephaim, since the mountain region of Ephraim are so narrow. For the Josephites said, Our mountain regions are not enough for us. On the other hand, the Canaanites living in the valley region all have iron chariots, in particular those in Bethshean and its towns, and those in the valley of Jezreel. Joshua therefore said to Ephraim and Manasseh, the house of Joseph, You are a numerous people and very strong. You shall have not merely one share. For the mountain region which is now forest shall be yours when you clear it. Its adjacent land shall be yours. If despite their strength and iron chariots, you drive out the Canaanites. Despite their strength, drive them out. Okay. In chapter 18, we look at the remaining portions being divided. So for all the other remaining tribes.